Hello, everybody. We are going to be going live in the next couple of minutes. We have some breaking news, huge news. Kiefer Sherwood traded to the San Jose Sharks. We're going to talk about it. See you guys in a sec. Hello, everybody. We are going to be going live in the next couple minutes. We have breaking news. Breaking news. Let me know what you guys think about the trade on the right side there. Get your questions and comments in. Big news just broke. Kiefer Sherwood has been traded. All right, guys, we are starting in exactly 2 minutes from now. 2 minutes from now. Get your questions in. What did you guys think about the trade? We have a lot to talk about. All right, guys, we're going live in 30 seconds. Get your comments on the trade. Kiefer Sherwood has been traded. 30 seconds, guys. Hello, everybody. It's Jacob Doodle here. We have some pretty huge breaking news here in the Vancouver Canucks sphere with Kiefer Sherwood being traded for a couple of second-round draft picks. It's going to be a really interesting day now. The Canucks are now officially full-blown into the rebuild, and it's really nice to see. So right off the bat, bear with my voice, everybody. I am under the weather, as you guys can probably hear. But, man, when there's a trade breaking, I don't care. I'm going in. If there's a trade going, you know we're talking about it. But, yeah, man, it's going to be really interesting to see what the Vancouver Canucks do from here on out. Really interesting. Are they going to go and are they going to clear out even some more guys? And they didn't want to go out and potentially risk a guy like Sherwood, who would most likely, guys, like you gotta protect your asset as well. Everybody knew that there was a good chance he was going to get traded, pretty much a guaranteed chance he was going to get traded. But you gotta protect that asset. It's really, really important. And that is exactly what the Vancouver Canucks did. He was hurt. I don't think it affected value whatsoever. There was a lot of teams that were already interested in him. And now we kind of got the trade in full. So let's quickly go over it here. So the Vancouver Canucks have traded Kiefer Sherwood for Cole Clayton, and we'll chit-chat about Cole. I'll be honest, I don't know too much about him, so this is an interesting player to get involved, and we'll talk a little bit about him. We got a 2026 second-round draft pick, and we also got a 2027, thank you, honey, 2027 second-round draft pick. So we got a couple of draft picks. I've said this from the very, very beginning, and I'll continue to say it, and it's kind of nice that it happened the way I kind of saw it happening. And I said, man, as long as we get 2 second-rounders or a first-rounder, it's going to be a good trade. All right, let's get to some of the comments here. We have Braden Coots. Hey, man, nice to see ya. How's your season going? What's going to happen just means that we can tank harder. It seems like no one wants to tank. Well, we do. The Vancouver Canucks want to rebuild for sure, as you can clearly see. And Chief Keef traded. What's up, Yellow Kodiak? Nice to have you in here. Guys, if you guys want to be a part of this stream, a part of this post-game or post-trade stream, sorry, again, guys, I'm a little under the weather. I don't even know how I'm talking properly right now. Go leave a comment over there on the right side on YouTube. Be a part of the show. Love to have you guys. Hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the Canucks season. It would be great if you guys can join us. And yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see. So let's talk about it. So right now, with this Vancouver Canucks, it's nice to see that they're in a full-blown rebuild. This is a rebuild. We've talked about how we needed to see if this was going to happen the way we expected it to. Would they prioritize draft picks instead of just the young players and prospects? And this trade, the original rumor of this trade where the San Jose Sharks were interested was going to be that they were going to be interested in potentially a prospect. Now, completely different prospect, one that has a much higher ceiling than this, and a second or third round draft pick. Okay. as the kind of days went by here, it turned out that it was the second round draft pick route they went with instead. And another really important thing to mention with this trade is this second rounder is the San Jose second rounder, right? There's a chance this is going to be a pretty decent pick. And next season, who knows, that could be another pretty decent pick. These aren't picks that are going to be, in the 60th range, right? Like these are going to be 45 to maybe even better than that. Like we'll see how San Jose does, but it's going to be really fascinating to see exactly what they go out and what they kind of draft with these players, because we are in a full rebuild. Another really important thing to mention, guys, is with the Canucks being in this full rebuild, you have to kind of think about what's going to happen next, right? So the Canucks made their deals. They've traded Quinn Hughes now. This is now the first official kind of trade about going with like a full rebuild trade, right? It's for draft picks. So it's going to be interesting to see how this kind of works out moving forward. So let's go and see what the Canucks were thinking about, what people thought about the trade. Let's kind of go and as this trade was being broken. So the Vancouver Canucks, in addition to drafting Tuukka Cole, is a right-handed defenseman who will report to Abbotsford. All right. How am I feeling? Let's see what people are thinking about this one. All right. So let's go to Canucks Army here. MD White, I think it sucks. He'll be worth keeping around. He's a good fit, and fans loved him. All I can do jerk himself over the draft picks who may then turn to nothing. So he's not a fan. At first, guys, meh, considering all the hype around a second. But some point out 2 seconds, especially in the lower mid-round second, is about the same as a late first. I agree. As Botch said, I'll take an Army in 2 seconds help to build that Army. I 100% agree. Rest in peace, Botch. Good return. The picks are like gold, and Clayton will help a struggling Abbey team as well. Free up Van City to possibly include on the younger D-men in a package. Decent here from Jake. Probably would have preferred first round, but overall it's good considering Sherwood cost nothing to be acquired a couple years ago, which is exactly the thing. And by the way, Sith is in here. What's up, Sith? Nice to have you in here. Little disappointed, but wasn't the first. But I don't think we were ever going to get a first for him, personally. I really don't. The fact that we got 2 second round is exactly what we were looking for, guys. Like, we wanted draft capital. We got draft capital. I think it's a good trade. More trades, more picks. Keep it going. Kane and Bluger next. Yeah. There's a good chance Kane will be the guy who we're going to be targeting or we're going to be trading next, but he's not going to get more than maybe a 4th rounder, maybe 3rd with a full retention. And I do wonder if there is any retention on this trade. I haven't heard anything as of yet. So let's kind of keep going here. Kiefer Sherwood will be speaking to the media here in 10 minutes. So that's something to look forward to. It's probably been already. Let's give that a like. Just doing a quick scan. I believe the last time the Canucks acquired 2 picks in exchange for a player was in 2015 when they traded Eddie Lack to the Hurricanes for a 3rd and a 7th. The Vancouver Canucks will now have 4 draft picks. Their own first, the Minnesota's first, their own second, and San Jose's second in the first 2 rounds of the draft. Another key to finishing last is to pick at the top of each round. Hopefully the Sharks miss the playoffs so they can pick as early as possible with their second. So, guys, specifically, are you guys excited about this trade? Do you guys think it makes sense? And who do you guys think they should go out and potentially trade next? Let's get what Drancer's opinions on this trade. Gotta love Drance. First rebuilding trade of the post-Quinn Hughes era is in for the Vancouver Canucks. Good to see draft capital prioritized. Vancouver also took back an expensive minor league contract to juice the return. Club doubled up on the comparable players like Brandon Tanev. Beauvillier returned in 2025. And he talked a little bit more about this in detail. We'll check that in a bit. All right. Joins the media. The Canucks can now activate Bluger for tonight's game without making any other roster changes. So there's a chance that Bluger is going to be ready. If we retain and still only got 2 seconds, it would be a miss by the management. Well, I don't know. Like, he's a UFA, right? Like, Look at the trade the other day with the Anderson trade. They did a 50% retention, and they pretty much got a rental package for him. Right, a lot of people in Calgary were not really happy with that trade, personally, or in Calgary. So if they retain, they still got 2 seconds. These aren't late seconds, guys. These are good second round picks. These are real good picks here. These are the San Jose second rounders. That's really important to mention here. Canucks usually put retention in their trade graphic. That's a good point, actually. They also have over $2.5 million in cap space, by the way. Jamie Dodd, if the Canucks keep all these picks, they'll make 4 selections in the top 2 rounds. My wife made me tea because my voice is completely shot. Visibly emotional, Kiefer Sherwood thanks the city of Vancouver and Canucks for their time with the meeting with media. Talked about how much it meant for him. The fans chanted his name. That's the thing, man. Like, Sherwood was captain material for us. He was. If he decided to stay, he would have been one of the guys on the short list to potentially be the captain of this team. Like, we love the guy, you know? But when you're in a full-blown rebuild process, you got to do what's right for the team and the franchise. Moving him in this deal just made a lot of sense. Just a lot of sense. You know what I mean? By the way, we have a ton of people in here. Over 250 people in here on Twitter and on YouTube. If you guys want to be a part of the show, subscribe and go over to the comments section and be a part of it. We're going to get your comments up on the screen. I want to know what you think about the trade and who we're potentially going out and trading moving forward. That trade was awful for Calgary. I don't know about awful. It was a rental. He wouldn't do a sign and trade, so that would lower the value overall. So I think it was like a mid trade, like a 6 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10. I think it was fine. For rental packages, it was pretty good though. Also worth more than Sherwood. Well, exactly, and they're not comparables whatsoever. All right, what do we got here? With the Sherwood trade, Canucks currently hold. Obviously, the rest of the team move around a bit. Kiefer Sherwood isn't sure he'll play for the Sharks before the Olympic break. Shook hands with his left hand. Said he skated this morning, but needs to see doctors before the decision is made. So unlikely to play on the 27th. So as you can see, Sherwood is still hurt. We made this trade as he was hurt. Didn't affect value whatsoever, as you can clearly see. The Vancouver Canucks have an all-time record of 5-14-3-2 on January 19th. That's the point percentage of 31.25%. Over the last 20 seasons, they're 2-2. Most recent game was 2016. It resulted in a 3-2 overtime loss to the New York Rangers. All right. We got that. Oh, Kiefer Sherwood thanked Vancouver Canucks management for getting the deal done. He and his wife is expected a first child in April. By the way, if we can get this press conference that's coming up here soon, we're going to get it live. We're going to get this live on the show. I just want to make sure the audio works. So I'm going to do something right now. Just want to make sure the audio works here, okay? So you guys are going to help me out with this. So I'm going to play some music I'm going to play something right now, and just you guys tell me if this works, okay? All right, let me know.
Reaction to the news this morning.
Yeah, I was just obviously a little caught off guard. I just was bag skating. So then I got off and was told, obviously. So just, first and foremost, I'm really thankful for everything that the city and this organization has given me. And I know they say you earn it, but you got to have the opportunity. And, as a guy that has been a league
hear anything at all?
Everything I could have hoped for and more. And this is really a special place to play. And I mean, that's
audio now.
The hard part at times about the business is you get attached to certain, cities and communities, and I feel like this city and place to play in this organization, they do things the right way.
Hey, Sith, do you guys hear the audio coming from Sherwood right now?
Well, Kiefer, just your reaction to the news this morning.
Yeah, I was just obviously a little caught off guard. I just was bag skating. So then I got off and was told, obviously. So just, first and foremost, I'm really thankful.
You can hear it? Oh, that's great. That's really good. All right, so let's listen to it.
For everything that the city and this organization has given me. And I know they say you earn it, but you got to have the opportunity. And, as a guy that has been a late bloomer everything I could have hoped for and more. And this is really a special place to play. And I think that's the, the hard part at times about the business is you get attached to certain, cities and communities. And I feel like this city and place to play in this organization, they do things the right way. They really live and breathe hockey. And I think that's why that passion has been it's been a mutual respect and appreciation.
Well, Kiefer, just your
That's only the short version, huh? I wonder if there's a long version of that. Because that's the short version. We will get the press conference coming in at the Vancouver Canucks live, by the way. We are going to get that live. It's a bit quiet, but hearable? Okay, that's good. Like, how quiet are we talking here? Like, completely can't hear anything? Or what do we got here? By half season, the Canucks should leave 6th in franchise hits. That's insane. That's insane. He's 6th in franchise hits. I would love to see the amount of games compared. Yes, it's a good deal. Really good deal. People are happy. During his time in 122 games, he had 36 goals, 19 goals this last year, 63 points, and 672 hits. Amazing. Lankinen starts tonight, by the way, guys. All right, we got the full. I think this is the full one now.
Often, I wish nothing but the best. This is
we
really a
got the
special
full one
place
here.
to play, and I think that's the, the hard part at times about the business is you get attached to certain, cities and communities, and I feel like this city and place to play in this organization, they do things the right way. They really live and breathe hockey, and I think that's why that passion has been it's been a mutual respect and appreciation, and I've said that. I wish obviously nothing but the best for this organization moving forward, and I know no matter what people feel, like the organization is going to benefit from this with the picks and whatnot. So I'm just really grateful for everything, and couldn't have asked for
him to care about that is
more
so nice.
Coming into this, and when I just told Patrick and Jim that I wanted nothing more signing here than to make the playoffs. And I know the city, how much it means to them and craves it, and the playoffs are a special time for every city and team, but it's different here, and hopefully it's sooner rather than later. And sometimes you just got to trust the process as a player.
The fact that he mentioned that we got a good deal in the trade as well, like, just tells you everything you need to know how much he loves Vancouver, man.
I think the other part of it too is there's so many great connections in the locker room, and I think that's the hard part is I have so many brothers for life and so many great guys that I'm gonna miss. So
I see a Matt. Give me a second.
I would never ever close any doors in life, but I'm just grateful for everything, and I wish nothing but the best for the people in the city of Vancouver.
Absolute class, man. Absolute class from a class guy, class player. Dude, we love the guy, man. We absolutely love the guy. And it's nice to see him go out and continue to just be just an awesome person, awesome individual. We got a question here from Matt. Nice to have you here, Matt. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, Sharks fan here. Can you describe what we're getting here? He's probably not going to score that much going forward, considering he's having a career year, but I appreciate your opinion. You're going to get a guy who's going to give absolutely everything on the ice. If you want a guy that is going to put in the effort, game in, game out, doesn't matter if he's going to score or not, this guy is going to hit absolutely everything that moves. He is an awesome player. And he has a lot more ability than a lot of people think, especially offensively. He's going to score, but it really depends on where they put him in the lineup. You're not just getting him for, like, he might not score as much. I think that's pretty fair to say he's not going to score as much. But overall, though, what you're going to get with Sherwood is this guy, he hits everything that moves. He can play all around your lineup. He can play the penalty kill if you want. He's fast. He has decent hands. He hits. He's a really good guy, too. Locker room guy. Just a really, really good, solid player, man. Like, you guys are going to be very, very happy with him. 100%. Like, you guys are going to be very, very happy with him. He's just a really good player, man. So, that's what you're going to get for Sherwood, right? Like that, he's going to be great, man. He's going to be great for you guys. You guys are going to love him. Braden says he can score, he can shoot. He's awesome. You'll like him. Gritty, heart and soul guy with decent hands and cares more than anybody on the ice. Yeah. Gets goals. What's up, Swervin? Nice to have you here. The first real rebuild move. How does it feel, man? How does it feel? This is the first true rebuild move for Vancouver this year. Like, this is it. We've been waiting. We got draft picks, 2 second rounders, good second rounders. Overall, just a really good trade, man. Just a really solid trade. People said trade him because he's Burns is 40 and Sherwood is a beast. Hey, Andrew. He can play on all lines, but excel in the bottom 6. Correct. Sherwood is a nicer version of Rafi Torres. Decent comparison. Rafi, I would say, hit harder, while Sherwood hit more, I think would be proper. DeBrusque is probably next. Yeah, we're going to be talking about that. Who's going to be next? How's that? By the way, I want to update this. So I'm going to go. There's going to be a press conference live. We're going to have this press conference live, okay? So I'm just going to update my thing just to let people know that we are going to be live. Live press conference with Allvin. We are going to be live with that. So let me just update this. Live press conference with Allvin. All right. Just wanted to update that. Louis the Logger is in here. Our tank commander. Our tank commander is here. Louis. What do you think, buddy? What do you think? A couple of second round draft picks for Sherwood. What do you think about the deal? Do you like it? I love it, man. I'm hearing Garland is a hot topic. Yeah, well, there's been a lot of reports that he is kind of the guy that a lot of teams are really trying to go out and grab. So it's going to be interesting to see. I look handsome. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Do I reckon the Anderson trade started it? No. We've been talking about the Sherwood trade now for a while. It's a forward compared to a defenseman. I guess the ages are kind of somewhat similar. I don't think so personally. I don't think it really had too much to do. I think they've been waiting to do this. I think they wanted to make sure they wouldn't go out and trade him unless, like, even if he was hurt, they didn't want to risk him playing another game. That's why I said in my last stream that I think that was the last game we saw Sherwood was that game he got hurt, because they don't want to risk potentially him getting hurt and losing that value, right? And they got value. They got real good value, guys. I know we won't win tonight, but for sure, for once, I really want them to. After the Sharks fan was dunking on us on Clay's stream, yeah, I don't know too much about that. I want them to be competitive. I want them to play good games, but at the end of the day, we're in a rebuild. It's about, unfortunately, guys, like, this is the rebound. We're at the beginning of it. We need to lose, and if we want to get a top 2 pick this year, McKenna's starting to heat up, guys. People that were saying, oh, he's not going to be the number 1 now, he's starting to heat up in college. He's starting to figure it out, guys. He might be bouncing right back up to the top. So I just want a competitive game. Win or lose, it's fine. I just want a competitive game. But we're rebuilding, and we need to get top elite talent. The best way to get that is through the draft. San Jose will love this player. Wish we could have kept him. I agree, but this is for the best. One of the few bright spots that was left in this sinking ship. All right, so let me see if there's any. So they haven't posted the conference. By the way, there's going to be a press conference. I guess I don't know if I can mention this. Yeah, I'll put it up. I'll make a banner. Canucks press conference starts in at noon. We will have this live. All right. All right, guys. I have it at the bottom there. There's going to be a Vancouver Canucks press conference. We're going to have it live for you guys at 12. All right. Lots of fans wants rebuild but want us to win. I don't think they know what they want. I think they want competitiveness, entertaining. They don't like. I don't want to get blown out every game. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna affect the young guys, the players, and all that type of stuff. Like we don't want to get absolutely blown out every single game. Like that's not gonna do us well. But we are going to need to lose a significant amount of games to get that top 2 pick, or ideally, or potentially top 3 if we do drop and lose the lottery. In 5 minutes? Is it 5 minutes? I heard at noon. I'll have it for you guys regardless. Regardless, we're going to have this live for you guys. But it's the press conference is not up yet. It's not up yet. But stay here. Stay tuned. We will have it. This is ugly truth of rebuilding. You lose a lot. Yeah, well, look at that. Look at that Crosby year. Like Pittsburgh had 53 points in that year. They're brutal. They're getting lit up. What we got here? Brandon Robertson. I want to thank. Oh, by the way, guys, if you haven't watched my Sherwood video on my channel, feel free after this stream, go watch it. My opinions right off the bat. Leave a comment, leave a like. I'll appreciate that. And also, if you guys are in here, guys, we have over 400 people in here. Massive, tons of people in here. Sorry about my voice. I am underneath the weather. We're going to get the press conference, by the way, to you guys at noon. So stay tuned. If you guys want to be a part of this community, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the Canucks season. It'll be amazing to have you guys with us. If you guys want to be a part of the show, take a look right on the right side. We have comments. It's going to be featured on the screen. You guys can also leave a super chat or become paid members as well. I would really appreciate if you guys want to do that as well. Of course, it's completely optional. All right? I accept tampering, but it sure does not feel good. It will when we get the first pick. Great deal for the Canucks. Yeah, man. So the deal is, by the way, guys, for the people that missed it, the Vancouver Canucks get a 2026 second rounder and a 2027 second rounder, and also a prospect, Cole Clayton. So we got 2 mid-second rounders, guys, for Sherwood. Really solid. Really good value. Thanks for your opinion, everybody. I appreciate it. My pleasure, man. Hope you come by here again sometime. Hope you guys can find a Celebrino within 5 years. Dude, you're so nice. Feel free to come here anytime, man. We need people from other places in here as well, man. It'll be great to have you around. I'm an hour ahead, and it's 12:40 for me. Bachelor said 11:45. Okay, so if it's regardless, we will have the live conference as soon as it's up. All right, that is a guarantee. Let me see. We will have it live the moment it goes up. There we go. I'll update it. There we go. Shays Grow, what's going on, buddy? Nice to have you in here, my friend. Speaks. Oh, I just woke up. Morning doodle. Yeah, man. This caught me kind of off guard. Because I was laughing with my wife, right? Because I said to her, you know, I'm completely sick. I feel like death right now. Like, don't feel good whatsoever. And I'm sleeping. I'm gonna sleep in a little extra today. It's my day off. I'm like, there's 100% the Canucks are gonna make a trade while I'm sleeping. It's gonna happen. And what happens, of course, like I woke up and 30 minutes ago there was a trade for Sherwood got traded. I'm like, oh god, I have no choice. I'm dying, but I'm not actually dying. I'm just sick, and I'm like, we gotta go make some videos. Gotta go make some content, hang out, and talk about this trade. And Doodle, no first. I see. Did you already? Yeah, well, no first. But we got 2 second rounders and mid second rounders. Did you already do a rundown on the Cole Clayton? No, not really. So what do we have in Cole Clayton? So Cole Clayton, let's get this up here. Which button do I press? This one? All right. So Cole Clayton appeared in 33 games, 25 years old, 33 games. Okay. He has 5 points in 21 penalty minutes. No, that's not right. Cole Clayton. Cole. All right, what do we got in Cole Clayton? He's 6'2", 198-pound, right-shotted Oh, man. Sorry, guys. Defenseman. Okay. Sorry, guys. My throat just got hit hard on that. Do apologize. He's appeared in 33 games with San Jose Barracuda, recording 5 points and 21 pounding minutes, 257 career HL. Across 5 seasons, split between Barracuda Monster. He's a 6'2", 200-pound right shot of defenseman. Has recorded 66 points and 162 pounding minutes. The Alberta native has played in 14 Calder Cup playoff games, including a goal and +2 rating and 12 things. So, you know, I don't know too much about him personally. I don't. I'm not going to pretend I do. I just don't. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on the prospect. I'm more just impressed of what we got for the draft picks there. Cole's 29 heading to Abbey. Not much prospect, more of an HL vet. There you go. I am in Sweden. You're in Sweden. You know what? I've always wanted to go to Sweden. It's on my short list. Also, I want to try the. Let me move this up here. I want to try their meatballs there. Or those gyros too. Apparently, they're insanely good too. If I can listen to stream while working, you can push through too. Fair enough. Canuck Clayton. I would have asked for Cam Lund. I think the fact is you're either going to get a good prospect in a pick or you're going to get 2 draft picks. They went with the 2 draft pick route. That's perfectly fine. 2 second-round draft picks. Cole is a physical stay-at-home defender. He spent the last 4 seasons in the AHL. So he's kind of just, he's a prospect. He's a guy who fills out the thing. I think Drancer actually mentioned something about this. Let me see if I can find it here. Drancer mentioned, where is it? Where is it? I have it here somewhere. By the way, we have some updated information on what the contract's looking like, potentially, that Sherwood might be signing in the future here. This is from Frank Saravelli, okay? Let me get that on the screen for you guys. So this is from Frank Saravelli, all right? Sherwood arrives in San Jose without a contract extension in place. Teams interested in the player ballpark the next deal at around 5.5 million range, give or take a year and a couple of bucks. 5.5 million. Would you guys do that for Sherwood? Would you guys do a 5-year, 5.5-year deal for Sherwood? I'm happy for rebuilds. If you ever come to ask Clay, okay. It's random. Happy we're losing. Before the trade, he had 5 points. Yes, that's what I figured. Yeah, I didn't say it properly. That's great. Yeah, Adam Foote is obviously, we're rebuilding right now. I think he's going to stick around till the end of the season. Who knows what's going to happen after that? But Adam Foote, you know, the fact is we're in a rebuilding mode and we're not playing really well. Like, I just don't want to get shelled every game. Like, I don't mind the losing. Just don't get shelled every single game. Like, something needs to figure it out. The thing is, I don't even know what is the full-blown, I would say, like, what is the, how do I word it? Like, the structure and the system that we have in place. And he's been around now for a little while, and I still don't personally know. He's an HL, maybe a call-up. Absolutely not. Absurd probably would go higher than $4 million. So I think Sherwood, I would be comfortable if the Canucks went with like 4.25, 4.5. But it just didn't, if we were in this scenario with the rebuild. Oh, that was close. Oh, I almost dropped my tea right all over my computer. That would have been a sick situation. So guys, just to remind you guys, for all the people in here, we have a ton of people in here. We are going to be going live to the Vancouver Canucks press conference with Patrick Allvin and reacting live to it. All right, so stick around for all the people. We are going to go to that when it is indeed up. You might have to turn up your volume a little bit just in case the volume is not at the lowest, but we will have you guys. We will have that live 100%. Too much, 3.5. Oh, that's too little. Rumblings about Jabrowski. Yeah, there's been a lot of rumblings going around in general with a lot of our guys. Garland's kind of the hottest name outside of Sherwood. Kane, I guess, to the Los Angeles Kings they were thinking about as well. I can show you around what it meant. Only way I think Canucks would do that is if we traded away Besser and Garland and used him. So who's next, guys? Let me ask you guys, chat. People on Twitter, people on YouTube, and people on YouTube Shorts, mobile. Who's next? Who's going to get traded next? We're going to, unfortunately, once we hire Manny, we're mathematically out. Part of the plan. Yeah, interesting to call Manny. Does he want to even coach for this team right now? You're doing God's work, Doodle. I appreciate that, man. That's really nice of you to say. Thank you so much. That's really nice of you, buddy. I appreciate it. That's really, really nice of you. Let me get this right here. So, guys, we will have the conference. We're just waiting for it right now. We are just waiting for it. You know what? I'm going to do, you know what I'll do here? I'll get a poll question. Let me put up a poll question here for you guys. You guys can go out and answer this. All right. What do we got here? All right. Poll question. Start a poll. Who won the Sherwood trade? Canucks, Sharks, both. No, let's go with do you like the Sherwood trade? Let's go with that. Yes, no, not sure. All right, poll question is up. Right now. Poll question is up. Get your opinions, by the way. Get some ginger plus lemon in that tea. Yeah, wait, my wife already went out and did that. She's amazing. She's perfect. And it's significantly helping my voice. You guys can probably hear my voice completely change as the stream's going on because of this. It will be up on YouTube in a couple of seconds, guys. It's going to pop up. Both. I think Garland, his after-hours interview the other day, mentioned that he's loving Bambi, understands the business. Yeah, it would, like, the thing is, there's no rush on Garland. I guess technically a little bit, but he can be a guy you can stick around, but there's, like, you're going to get some pretty significant value. By the way, the poll question is up, and people are voting, so it definitely is up for sure. But, yeah. I think Garland Hagen could be next to an Eastern team. It's not on YouTube. Garland to Columbus Blue Jackets. Where do you guys think? Like, where do you guys think some of these other guys are going to go? Like, do you think Kane's going to go to the Kings? Like, how do you guys see this kind of unfolding moving forward here? I do hope Garland isn't the one gone. He's great for the room. I'm okay with trading pretty much, not everybody, but a significant amount. I know people are worried about the veterans and have to have veterans around the team. I'm okay with that too, because you could go and sign a bunch of veterans. You don't need to have these veterans. I think as long as they don't trade a guy like Hronek, I think he still fits the rebuild in a few years. Don't go out and trade him. But, yes. Let me just double check something here. Just double check something real quick. Yeah, great. The audio is going to work. So, guys, we will have the press conference for Patrick Allvin. That's going to be in the next few minutes here. We're looking at 7 minutes from now. We will have it live. So that's really important to mention. Keep Besser, Myers, Demko ship, the rest ship out. Okay, so Demko's an interesting one. Demko, you can't just go out and trade because the guy's hurt and no one's going to really want to trade for him while he's hurt right now, personally. I would be stunned, right? I would be absolutely stunned, right? I got a bunch of DMs saying, damn, Doodle, you nailed it on the trade. You said 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Thanks, guys. I'll flex a little bit here. Yes, I did call this one, but big deal. Who cares? That's nice of them, though. By the way, so, okay, while we wait here, Brock Besser, do you think there's a chance another team would gamble on Brock Besser considering he's had a poor year? And also, Tyler Myers is not going to get traded. I would be stunned if Tyler Myers get traded. He's only signed for another year. And if he does, maybe in the offseason, something like that. I don't think it's going to be a mid-season trade. As for Demko injuries, no one's going to trade for him. Got to rebuild his value and then think about trading him. I'd vote Besser and DeBrusk. So what would be the value for Brock Besser? What would Vant want for Garland? First round draft pick. Bare minimum a first round draft pick. I wouldn't trade him unless we got a pretty decent. He signed for a while on a good contract. Minimum a first round draft pick. I don't think we can get a first rounder for Sherwood there. Or sorry, for Besser. I saw Rink mentioned Besser for a first round pick or 1 round pick. If you're saying a first rounder, I don't think we're going to get a first for Brock Besser. I would be perfectly okay with a second or third round draft pick for Brock Besser and just get rid of that contract. I would be okay with it. We love the guy. Brock Besser is an amazing guy. We all know how good of a human he is. I think there would be a team out there that'll take that full contract on. I really, truly do. And maybe a second or third. I don't think you're going to get significant value. I think that's more of a cap play than anything. But he is signed, and maybe you want to keep him around until he bounces back his value and then trade him. Would probably make some sense as well. But just something to mention. Kane to the moon. Yeah, Kane's probably the next guy gone. We're looking at probably a 4th or 5th rounder, maybe a 3rd retained, but you're not going to get anything else for that. I would be stunned. I would be stunned. Sign Ryan Reeves. Ryan Reeves. Is he still kicking around? Did he score like 3 weeks ago or something? Wasn't it against us? Kane to the Kings seemed like the MO, older vets to get past the Oilers. I can see DeBrusk back to Boston. Funny you mentioned that. The Boston Bruins fans, I talked to a bunch of them. They don't want Jake DeBrusk. The fans do not want Jake DeBrusk in Boston. Now, it's not always what the fans want, but that's what I got. As for the Kings with Kane, I can see it. Right? I can see it. Is it a bank day in NA? I don't know. I don't even know what that means. I think Rangers double down on JT and acquire Besser for Lafreniere. That's a trade that I would have loved to do. I think that ship maybe has sailed a bit. Remember, they are retooling, though. Like, that's a trade that, they had that letter sent out, the New York Rangers, right? And they had that letter sent out. That would be a retool trade if they went for Brock Besser, for Lafreniere. The caps are similar. The ages aren't, but there's chemistry with JT. That's a really interesting one, but I think we would still need to add a little bit. I think it would be Brock plus something for Laf. I understand. Just because the age, right? The age difference is so significant. I don't know if the Rangers would do that, but I did talk to a few Rangers, this was about a month ago, and they said they would be interested in it, but that was before they went on that crazy losing streak and had all those injuries. Besser for the first round pick. This is a good take, too. Columbus Blue Jackets need a goal scorer, so maybe, yeah, there would be some team that would take him. This is a good thing. Kane to Edmonton for one last try. Oh, man, seeing him win the cup would be amazing, but seeing him win the cup in Edmonton, I don't know, man. That wouldn't be amazing. I'll be happy for him and him only. And Pod, I guess. I'll be happy for Pod, too. So, no update now. By the way, on Wendy's press conference. I thought it was at noon, so it looks like we're still going to have another, give or take, another few minutes here before we get that. By the way, we're going to do this. We're going to test the audio one more time, guys. I'm going to put up the Kiefer Sherwood interview. It's 2 minutes long. I'm going to put it up for you guys right now. So let's listen in. All right.
Obviously.
And let me know if the audio is working. Cheers. And how loud it is.
A little caught off guard. It just was bag skating. So then I got off and was told, obviously. So just, first and foremost, I'm really thankful for everything that the city and this organization has given me. And I know they say you earn it, but you got to have the opportunity. And, as a guy that has been a late bloomer, it's everything I could have hoped for and more. And this is really a special place to play. And I think that's the hard part at times about the business is you get attached to certain cities and communities, and I feel like this city and place to play in this organization, they do things the right way. They really live and breathe hockey, and I think that's why that passion has been so. It's been a mutual respect and appreciation, and I've said that. I wish obviously nothing but the best for this organization moving forward, and I know no matter what people feel, like the organization is going to benefit from this with the picks and whatnot. So I'm just really grateful for everything, and couldn't have asked for more coming into this. And so when I just told Patrick and Jim that I wanted nothing more signing here than to make the playoffs. And I know the city, how much it means to them and craves it. And the playoffs are a special time for every city and team, but it's different here, and hopefully it's sooner rather than later. And sometimes you just got to trust the process as a player. And I think the other part of it too is there's so many great connections in the locker room, and I think that's the hard part. Is I have so many brothers for life and so many great guys that I'm gonna miss. So I would never ever close any doors in life, but I'm just grateful for everything, and I wish nothing but the best for the people in the city of Vancouver.
Yeah, it's really nice of him, man. Really, really nice of him. So that is Kiefer Sherwood on the trade going to the San Jose Sharks. So there you have that. Again, guys, a friendly reminder, we will be going to the press conference as soon as it is up. Oh, it's up. Okay, so we're getting it up right now, guys. Oh no, this is not the Canucks official one. Okay, we're gonna wait. It's gonna be up in a couple of seconds, guys. Should be up here in the next couple here, so we'll see what the Canucks have to say about the trade and some other potential trades moving forward here. All right, guys, it's been 53 minutes. We have over 500 people in here. This is by far the most we have ever had on this channel. People are excited for the trade. So if you guys want to be a part of this trade, right off the bat, if you guys can leave a like on this stream and on the video that I made, it would be amazing. It would be great to have you guys a part of this community. Hit that subscribe button. Also, you guys can go out and super chat and become members. You guys can leave membership comments. There's a lot of different things you can do. But most importantly, I want to hear over on the right side, I want to know what you think about the trade, what's going to happen next for the Vancouver Canucks. All very much important things. All right. And it was Reeves that scored on us. That's what I thought. Audio is fine. That's really good. So that we're set up, by the way, perfectly. By the way, if you're a student and you want to go to the Vancouver Canucks game, I suggest getting a couple of brewskis in. You can get tickets tonight for $49. $49. Noah Strange just mentioned this, that you can get tickets to the Canucks game for $49. Take on the Islanders today. All the Orioles are great. That's really important to mention. Good. Yeah, we're going to miss him for sure. I'd rather keep DeBrusco over Petey. Let's talk about Petey. By the way, Victoria mentions, congrats on hitting 750. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's all you guys. It's not me. You guys helped me get there, and we're well on our way. Like, there's a decent chance we might actually hit the 1,000 subscribers by the end of the season. That would be amazing. We started this channel 5 months ago. Not even, 4.5 months ago, and we're almost at 1,000 already. It's amazing. Look how many people are just hanging out with us talking some Canucks on here. It's awesome. Is Hoglander gone? There's been rumors, new rumors. Oh, actually, that's a good idea. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring up... Just give me 1 second, guys. Oh, my throat's killing me. I'm going to bring up some stuff here. I'm going to bring up some real interesting things here while we wait for that. All right. Where are we? Oops. All right. let's get this up first. So, this is right here, the Canucks news recap, okay, of the fourth period. David Pagnotta the other night. All right. So, what do we have here? The New York Rangers conversations have picked up. By the way, this is Canucks news summary with the recap. And by the way, we will be getting to the press conference. It hasn't started yet. Canucks have picked up but are exploring adding a star. Tried to acquire Quinn Hughes. Mentions the Kings as a team that would be a great fit for Panarin. Walls are circling Trocheck. Was looking for a top 6 forward before the huge trade have not stopped. The Canucks. So, heard about a week ago that there were conversations about the Canucks and the Kings on Evander Kane. All right. Doesn't know if the conversations between the Kings and the Canucks were exclusive about Kane. Thinks that the Kings are interested in other pieces as well. Speculates it may be an expanded trade. What does that mean? What a three-way trade? Like, well, I don't. How are they going to do that? Connor Garland talks about have picked up quite a bit in the last couple of weeks. So there's the Garland news there. Right, and obviously a lot of attention on Sherwood. Yeah, you got traded. So the big thing out of that is the Kings and Kane continued. Right, but Garland talks have picked up quite a bit. So that's something very interesting. So what do you guys think about that? Let me know. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about Petey. Where do you guys stand on Petey? Do you guys want to keep him or do you guys want to trade him? Do you guys want to do a full reset or not? That's the big question. I would love to hear what you guys think about him because he still fits. If you think about his age, he still fits. He'll be a 2C for us. Let's just say we're bad for the next 3 to 4 years. There's a good chance we're going to draft a center in that deal, right? We're going to go out and draft a center in the next couple of years in the draft. There's a chance we'll get a number 1 center. So that's really important to mention. Will Petey be fine as a 2C? Just came on to say, feel better, my dude. I appreciate that, man. That's really nice of you. I appreciate that. Nicest Edmonton Oilers fan around right there on McDowell's. So far, we have a first, 27th, 33rd, and 43 overall picks. Isn't that just beautiful? I can't wait, man, for the draft. I cannot wait. It's going to be amazing, dude. I cannot wait. From Puckpedia. I want to keep Petey, but I could see him going to the Canes for a few firsts and Stankoven. I don't think he's going to get as much as people might think. I don't think he's going to get at least as little as people think. I think it's going to be somewhere in the middle, probably like a first rounder and a really good young player and a prospect. I don't think it's going to be like multiple first, Stankoven and Nikishin or something crazy like that. I've heard that one a few times. But yeah, we'll probably take Kotkaniemi there for the cap dump. People who want Petey gone haven't looked at his stats this season. He's suffering from line maintenance, not producing. Yeah, his analytic numbers are really good, and I do think he would go somewhere else and do well. I really do. All right, what do we got here? Chances. Expanded trade would mean something like Kane, Garland for a first plus second. Oh, interesting. 3 or more trade teams. I see. Keep Petey. So Victoria's on the keep Petey train. Just came on to say he'll feel better. I really appreciate that. Keep DeBrusk and sell him when his value is higher. His value is still pretty decent. I would say right now, like it's not bad, but yeah, there is no. We have this, guys. Okay, I don't see the press conference being uploaded. Oh, there we go. Well, that's just 40 seconds of it. There is 40 seconds of it so far. I'm going to wait until the full press conference is being posted. But you know what? Let's give a, you know what? Screw it. Let's go a little bit of a spoiler here. 40 seconds. Allvin talks about Thatcher Demko. I'm also hearing this live for the first time as well. So let's get to that. Just give me 1 sec here. I am also hearing this live for the first time. All right, let's get to it. All right, Patrick Allvin on Thatcher Demko.
Well, he's still getting further evaluated here and some testing. And once we have more information, I will give you guys more update. But I don't have an updated status here.
No update on Demko.
So is he contemplating having to have surgery done or whatever he's done? Is that part of it?
I think they're going through, taking opinions from other resources around the world to see where his status is and what needs to be done.
Demko might have surgery.
I'm sure we know more here, hopefully by the end of the week.
All right, so that's what we got so far. Allvin is talking right now. We will have that for you guys, the whole press conference, as soon as they post it. But we're getting some snippets about that. What do you think? Thatcher Demko might or might not be having surgery. If he does have surgery, he's pretty much done for the year. I think that wouldn't be such a bad idea, but I'll obviously let the professionals handle that right there. So, yeah, so what do we got here? So let's go right back down here. Remember, we're going to be doing a draft stream for sure, 1,000,000%. Also, a draft lottery stream, 100%. Oh yeah, we're gonna be live for sure, 100%. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun just being able to like live reactions and all that stuff with all the stuff. Oh, it's gonna be a blast, man. Let's see more trades near the deadline. Well, this another really important thing that this opens up here, guys, is is basically right now, as of this second, right? They're done with the Sherwood one. Kane one's probably going to be a small one. That's next. They can focus all their attention on the rest of the stuff to do. They have a lot of time until the trade deadline. We have a lot of things probably still to do, and they have all the time in the world to go out and do it. By the way, we have another clip here. This is Connor Garland on the Sherwood trade. Let's tune in and see what he has to say. Connor Garland.
Is this the hard reality of a rebuild that you lose players like Kiefer Sherwood?
Yeah, I think any year you underperform or teams go in a different direction, you lose good players and good guys. So we've dealt with it in the past. We've had years where we brought guys in as well. So it's one of those years we're gonna see guys go out. Woody's a fun teammate to have. He's a gamer. He's a really good player. He's been awesome for us. So yeah, we'll miss him in the room and on the ice quite a bit.
What will you miss about him?
By the way, if you guys haven't watched After Hours with Garland, definitely go watch that. It was amazing. The guy is just such a heart and soul guy. He clearly wants to be in Vancouver, man. He really wants, but he understands this is a business. But let's continue listening in.
On the ice as
on
a
the
player?
Ice? Yeah, it's just his energy, his day-to-day mentality, his practice habits. So he... he's a great pro. Obviously the goals and the hits are what people see, but just his energy on the bench and when you need life, he brings it. So that's a huge asset.
Some guys are, they come into this league destined to be great. He himself talked about the journey for him. I mean, how much fun has it been to watch him emerge over these last couple of years? Yeah. I played against him in the minors. I remember, how frustrating it was to play against him in the playoffs, and just to see his game grow and his offensive abilities, and he has a growth mindset. So that's kind of most important with guys. You see get better each and every year. And I remember him coming in his first couple weeks talking about, he'd love to expand a little bit his game, and he has. So but if you put the work in, you put the time in, which he has, he's been rewarded, and hopefully continues to get rewarded.
The markets from this to what you played in Arizona is so different, and the level of attention stuff. But there were times that the Coyotes would cycle through players, move guys on for younger players or cheaper players. Is there a comparable feeling at all to what's, that uncertainty around here?
You're talking about time that predates me. When I was there, we actually were adding pieces. We had a Taylor Hall, we had a Derek Stepan, we had a Carl Soderberg. So we were actually a team.
Wow, great memory by Garland, eh? For him to just throw that out there on the fly.
Most years was battling with the Canucks and other teams for those last couple spots in the playoffs. So I miss those days, but I'd say obviously this year feels, a lot different than any other. We're, never been in last place, never been on a losing streak like this. So, it's when you're struggling, teams have to get better in a certain way, and that's when good players move out for.
Yeah, so pretty standard press conference there from Connor Garland. That was his reaction to the trade. Dude, his memory is insane, man. So good. You kidding me? All right, let's get back to the comments here. And we will continue getting your post-game. Oh, do we have another one? No, we don't. Okay, I thought we had another big one about to be posted. No, not yet. All right. It's Game Surf thing. Thank you. I'm so pissed about this. What's wrong, Crispy? Okay, actually, I got it right here. Typical Canucks honesty looks. We keep players like Demko, Forbert, and Hedel, who are probably the most high risk in the whole NHL, and get rid of players like Mills, Hughes, and Sherwood. Lost faith. We don't know what they're going to do with Demko, Forbert, and Hedel. Hedel is probably not going to get traded because he has the injury history. Forbert still has a chance if he does play some games. You might get a late pick for him. Demko's hurt right now, so they're not going to go trade him until he gets his value back. Losing Quinn Hughes sucks, man. It absolutely sucks. And it was a huge problem with this Canucks organization. They messed up so much to get to this point. That's what happened. They got a good deal for him. Good futures package, and they set up now for the future, and they're doing a rebuild. And we have now officially done a rebuild trade for draft picks. So this isn't just word salad anymore. We are rebuilding. And for that, the whole purpose is to win a Stanley Cup. If Quinn Hughes is not going to be around, JT went on. They made a lot of mistakes, but the future is now the most important thing for the next 3 to 4 seasons, if not more. We got to keep pushing this rebuild. Do not take shortcuts, and eventually we'll get enough players, enough really good prospects, and we can build this up from the bottom and be not just contenders, but they could be contenders year after year after year. That's the most important thing. So it sucks right now. It's going to suck for the next 3 to 4 years. Guys, the games are going to be pretty bad. But at the end of the day, it's going to be important to get to a point where we're going to win the Stanley Cup. These guys didn't want to be here anymore, unfortunately. There are a lot of mistakes made by this Canucks management, but I don't think this one is one. Going to rebuild now makes a ton of sense. PD is 27. Useless. Get rid of him. I don't think he's useless. I think he still has value. I think he can be a 2C for us, personally. And he's having a better year this year. Still not where we want him to be, but a much better year this year. And he's been better recently, right? And he signed for a while. He's just overpaid, right? But if he gets to around 80, 85 points with his defensive ability, he's going to be just $2 million or so overpaid. That's fine, right? The bigger question is, do you want like a whole culture reset? Well, if that's the case, you got to go out and trade Petey, right? Honestly, the reporter should have done homework first before asking the question. Jog says, can you go over the trade just got here? Yeah, sure. So the Vancouver Canucks got Cole Clayton, who's kind of just an AHL guy, run-of-the-mill prospect, nothing too crazy. A second-round draft pick in 2026. That's a mid-pick, by the way. And a second-round pick in 2027. Another potential mid-pick for Kiefer Sherwood. So a lot of people wanted a first. I always said it. I wanted either a first or 2 second-rounders, and I'll be happy. We got 2 second-rounders. I'm happy. It's a rebuilding trade. Don't mind this whatsoever. That is the package. Thanks for hanging out here, Jock. Sutter all over again. We will get 2 Swedish players with them. 2 picks that never make it. How's it going, Andrew? Nice to have you here, buddy. Lots of whining from people I see. No, not really. I think it's been pretty positive. Like, okay, let's go to the poll question, right? I think I had a poll up. Let me see what the poll has to say. Just give me 1 sec. I think I have a poll up here. Let's see here. Yeah, I do. All right, I'm going to end the poll right now. It's going to be up in a couple of seconds here, so look out for that. Peter 149 this year, 144 last season. Wake up. Hey, Jacob Duda, as a San Jose Sharks fan, I'm having the greatest day of my life that we just got Kiefer Sherwood from Vancouver to add to our roster. Yeah, Sherwood is going to be a great fit for San Jose. He's a really good player. He brings kind of a unicorn package as of, like, he's a guy who just hits absolutely everything. Like, this guy hits everything. So it's kind of nice to see. By the way, the Allvin interview has still not been posted. We will get to that for you guys. Yeah, for sure. My thing now is, who are we going to build the team around? I hate to say it, but I can't be. Well, we're going to build around our draft picks. Like, we don't know. Like, that's what a rebuild is, man. It's going to be tough to watch. Like, you said it right here, right? It's going to be tough to watch every game. Yeah, it is. But I always say this. You guys can do whatever you want. But I'm going to watch every game. I'm going to watch every game, win, lose, or win, lose, or whatever. I'm going to watch every game, good or bad. Because it's going to feel so much better when we win the Stanley Cup. If we went through a Jim Benning era. If we get through this era, guys, losing Quinn Hughes and all this, and we eventually get to the point where we're going to be competing for a Stanley Cup, guys, trust me, it's going to feel so much better. So much better. Hey, what's up, man? How about a Kane trade? Yeah, there's a good chance Kane is going to get moved here. I'm thinking either going to be a third retained or a fourth rounder. I don't think you're going to get much back for that, personally. Are you still going to watch every game? Yeah, I am. You're still going to watch every game, just tough here to see. Oh, nice to hear that, Crispy. Good stuff. There you go. Build around PD. Well, no, we're not building around PD. We're going to build around the draft picks. Jog, you're not a fan of the trade. What? What's that? What were you looking for exactly? Because a 2-second mid-seconds is the equivalent of a late first. And we already have basically 3 first-rounders because of the whole Ottawa situation. So we have three first-rounders, basically, and a second-rounder, mid-second-rounder, already in this draft. Plus next year, we got our second-rounder now, which is nice. Rebuild starts truly after the draft. Yeah, it's going to be fun. No, the rebuild starts now. It starts right now with these picks. Getting trades done. 100%. I love all your content. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thoughts on trading for Jason Robertson? Doesn't fit our window, my friend. Doesn't fit the window. We need to go younger. Do you keep Jim and Allvin after we trade all the players? Well, that's going to be a major talking point this offseason if we're going to go out and keep a lot of these guys. I don't like talking about firing people. It's not my cup of tea. It makes me feel uncomfortable talking about people losing their jobs. I'm sure they're very wealthy and successful, so they'll be just fine. But I would be surprised if everybody stayed. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Jim stuck around and maybe they'll do something else. I really don't know. It's a tough thing to speculate on. That's why we need, but like someone's going to have to, like, I understand this rumor is great, but like the fact is, if we're last place by a long shot, someone's gonna, feel the fire. Sure, man, and maybe the coach. But some people want to build a statue for a foot right now with the rebuild, the way things are going. Need more high draft picks. All right, hey, Doodle Hockey, what are your thoughts on the Vancouver Canucks, who are on a 10-game losing streak, which is the record for the longest losing streak? They are in a rebuild, and that's perfectly okay. I just don't want to see them get shelled every single game. I think that's important. Just as long as we don't get absolutely shelled every single game, that's fine. I have no problem with that. But like, it would nice to be seeing a few wins here and there, especially at home for the crowd, man. It's hard to sell the casual fan. Well, they will. I think they're going to still show up. Personally, they're still showing up with this team. And trust me, if they get a first overall and they draft Gavin McKenna, they're going to show up, man. People are going to want to, like, the casuals don't follow as hardcore. So just getting Gavin McKenna alone would be something. Like, the marketing potential for that alone for the casual fans would be huge. Like, half the jerseys in the crowd would probably be McKenna jerseys, or they'll get Stenberg. Either or. Obviously McKenna has more of a marketing potential than Stenberg there. But like, I'm going Gavin just for the elite potential. I know Stenberg has that too. I've always been a Gavin guy. Will Sherwood play today? There's games at 3 p.m. I don't. No. Sherwood's hurt. He's going to be hurt until probably the Olympic break here. So he's not playing. Are you still 100% sure McKenna? No, man, I'm 100% on board. He's been even doing, like, have you seen his recent stuff in college? He's starting to heat up, man. He's starting to figure it out. He's starting to figure it out. And still, Allvin interview is still not up. Do I think Footer stays? That's going to be one of the big decisions, right? Again, I don't like talking about people getting fired, but I would be surprised if he sticks around. But who knows? Foot will get paid either way. Still get his money even if he's fired. That is true. All right. All right. SGA said he's going to be doing a post-game show. So there you go. Lawrence Kidden is amazing. I am a big fan of Lawrence. I had him originally at number 3, but I've been watching him a bit at BU. I've been watching some of the clips there and some of the highlights, and I've been watching some of the games as well to get a more of a feel. I'm starting to lean away from getting Lawrence with that 3rd pick. I don't know where I'm leaning towards right now. He has no points in the last 5 games, by the way, at BU. So he's pointless in over there. So there's that. He's getting fired before the end of the season. Hire Manny for coach. Does Manny Malhotra want to be around a full-blown rebuild? Right? That's another whole question. How many years do you think stays in NCAA? Maybe another year, at most. One more year at max. But I think he might just come over right away, man. Do I want to join? No, it's okay, man. I'm feeling under the weather, and I'm just going to focus on here for now. But thank you for the offer. I appreciate that. Brendan Coots, Sedines, and Alex Burrows for assistance. Can you imagine if we pull up the whole 2011 team as our coaching staff? I think it'll take 2 years. I think it's for the McKenna, eh? We have a bunch of young guys. Oh, do you think it's going to take just 2 years for this Canucks rebuild to be done? No, it's going to take longer. Minimum 3 years if everything hits and McKenna turns into an absolute superstar. But most likely we're looking at 4+ years. So still, we do not have Patrick Allvin's interview up. Let me see if it maybe was posted on the Canucks YouTube channel. Sometimes they post it on there first. But I don't see it as of right now. Canucks Army sometimes has it as well. By the way, Canucks Army is awesome, guys. If you guys don't follow them, follow them. They're amazing, man, over there. But yeah, it's still not up. Yeah, don't forget Dan Hamhuis. There you go. Can't believe he got hurt in that Stanley Cup final, man. Coots, McKenna, Lecker, Mackey, Buyam, and Olgren. Yeah, so we have some good young guys, but none of those guys are superstar elite talent unless McKenna. Well, McKenna could be, but we don't have them right now, right? Like, this is still there's a good chance we have them, but it's not guaranteed whatsoever. Like, it's actually a higher chance for us to not get them. Our last 4 coaches never pulled the goalies in a game. They're struggling. Poor goalie management. I don't know. I think the one with the Lankinen is he was sick, so they didn't want to put him in there if he was like completely puking up. But then the other way to say is, then why is he backing up, right? I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. Spenberg is more NHL ready now, but it has a higher ceiling. McKenna has a higher ceiling. It's exactly how I have it. 100%. Latest 3. The big thing about McKenna doesn't seem to have the same motor and compete level. No, that's true based off what we've seen. But does the overwhelming talent kind of make up for that fact? And guys, you have seen guys that, like, you have seen guys in the NHL that didn't have it and then suddenly figured it out and then turned into those high motor type players. So it could happen. The thing is, like, McKenna could potentially at the absolute high end turn into someone like Kucherov. And in the middle end, you're looking at a guy like Trevor Zegras. And on the low end, I don't even know where you would go. But you got to be careful, people, to like not over evaluate one way or another. All right, we have something else here. Patrick Allvin, here we go. We got another clip here for Patrick Allvin. Let's listen to it together.
Accumulate more draft capital. We were again looking to accumulate more draft capital here for this year and also moving forward. It's important with the rebuild.
You feel my pain going through and I feel like crying. No, I don't have pain at all, actually. I'm sick. My voice is absolutely shot. I'm sick. I'm actually okay, man. I'm perfectly happy with this trade. I'm in a great mood. Yeah, sorry. I guess I didn't see that because I do have like watery eyes and stuff like that. But no, I'm just not feeling well, guys. That's all it is. All right, sorry, guys. Let's go back to it.
We're again looking to accumulate more draft capital here for this year and also moving forward. It's important with the rebuilding going a little bit younger.
No hybrid?
We felt the respect to Kiefer and his family, where his situation is, and if we were happy with or pleased with the return, we felt we weren't gonna just sit and wait for something else, and at this point we felt that this was the best for the Canucks. I think even if
So that was from Rinkwide, by the way. So show them some love. Give them a follow.
you're looking up to this point, I'm not sure if any team yet has given up a first-round pick in 26. You never know. I do think the first-round picks in 20.
Wait, was he talking about in general or for Sherwood? One sec here.
Yet has given up. Even if you're looking up to this point, I'm not sure if any team yet has given up
If you look at this point, I don't think any team yet has given up a 2026 first-round draft pick.
first-round pick in 26.
Yeah, because the Erasmus Anderson trade was a 27 first-rounder, correct?
You never know. I do think the first-round picks in 26 are valuable, and I think a player that is heading towards free agency, it's not like he's controlled. So the San Jose is taking their risk as well here, and he's also injured, current injury, but he should be back here pretty.
So there you go. So that's Patrick Allvin on the Sherwood trade. All right, now we got Adam Foote. Again, this is the province, and I believe Rinkwide as well with these videos. They're ahead of the Canucks here on them, so show them some love. Let's get into Adam Foote now. Adam Foote on the trade and everything. Let's go to it.
Kiefer moving on to San Jose.
Yeah, I mean, it's, love the guy, love his play, how he brings it every night, and, we're going to miss a guy like that. You never want to see that happen. You want to keep all the good ones, and it's the business side of it, and, I just wish him the best. I really enjoyed being around him, coaching him.
What sort of opportunity does that create for some of the younger guys down your lineup to
That's a
maybe
good
try
question.
and fill his shoes to a certain extent?
Yeah, I mean, for sure it does.
Is Lecker Mackey ready? I know Bluger is ready, by the way. I do wonder about Lecker Mackey.
Yeah, that gives an opening for sure for someone. You've seen Carly really bring it lately too, so that's definitely part of it.
A guy like Kiefer was a late bloomer. He said it himself. You've been here around him for a couple of years. Like, what allowed him to become the player he became here?
Okay, good to know.
Well, just he kept believing in himself. I know Dan Heino helped him a lot in Nashville. Keep pushing. It's a great story for young people in all of sports, or not just sports, but business, and, their life, keep chasing it.
1 second here. Honest opinion, what's your take on Garland and Besser? You think they're safe, or we're in a full rebuild and everybody under a gun? Because I think both. Hronik's not going to get traded. As for Garlick and Besser, I don't know. Personally, I think we're going to be trading at least one or two of those guys. And I mean, either Garland, Besser, DeBrusk. Kane is going to get traded, so I'm not even adding him. One of those three, two of those three guys I think are going to get traded. At least one of them for sure. Like, there's so much time between now and the deadline. You would think one of them are going to get traded. I don't know for what, but Garland, if you're trading Garland, you got to get something significant back. Besser is going to be a little bit different. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on that.
Their goal, and he's still a young guy as far as 30 years old, and he takes care of himself. He's going to bring a lot of good years to San Jose.
Quickly, how would I grade the trade? An A. I wanted 2 draft picks or a first-round draft pick. We got 2 draft picks, 2 seconds, or a first-rounder. We got 2 seconds. This is an A draft. This is an A trade.
Or wherever he ends up landing, with that contract he'll get. But he's a guy that helps build culture, and we're proud to bring him here. And I knew Dan and I are friends, and knew where he was coming from and how Kiefer, he had to play with that high energy and emotion to make it, and then he did a great job this year learning when to control it. And guys like that, you don't want them to control it completely because it's part of what makes them special. And you have to live with, if there's maybe a bad penalty here and there from emotion, that's okay. And I just love the way he brought it every night. And, it's nice to see him going to land something, later part of his career.
What about that dynamic? Like he said in the offseason, I need to get stronger, my skating needs to get better, my shot needs to get better, I need to do more off the rush, and I got to stay out of the box. To have somebody actually realize that at that age and actually do it. I mean, how much are you enamored by that commitment?
Well, that's just
Sherwood is just such a guy that like people would love to have on your team, and that's why I think he's going to fit so well in San Jose. They have a lot of young players there too, a good leader as well on top of it. But how much is he going to sign for? Is it going to be for $5.5 million? I don't think so. I think he's going to sign around a 4 or 5 year deal at around $5 million. That's what I think it's going to. That's what I think he's going to stay for.
You have to continue to grow. It doesn't matter what age you are, and recognize what you can work on, but also keep working on your strengths. And he always worked at his game, and he played at a high level with pace. Worked on a shot. You saw a few going. Yeah, all of that. And there's one thing he always says to me, just say goodbye to me, is the emotional part. And I'm like, buddy, you did good. I mean, it's okay if it went sideways here and there. That's what makes you good. So, but it was nice to see him control that as well as the season went on.
How much do you think this trade will affect your hockey team? You mentioned the culture that he brought. You mentioned his effort night in and night out. You're losing that. Does it give this team a spark? Does it help get you out of where you are right now?
Well, I don't think what you're asking me is going to do something right now, or like this week or next week, how it's going to affect us. It's this is a long haul thing as far as what he may get in his contract and what he may not, and where we're going and when we'll be ready for a push. So there's so many things that are out of my role for me to answer that correctly. I'm a coach, and I want all the good ones, and I want them all to stay. But there's reasons why it doesn't happen, and I'm not going to go into too much detail about that.
Okay, let's talk about business at hand. Who's closer returning for you, Teddy Bluger, Hedl, and can you give us an update on Thatcher Demko?
I can't give you an update on Demko yet. They're still evaluating, seeing some different people on that. And, I'll find out here about Bluger if he's ready coming in today or before the skate today. I'm thinking more Wednesday, but we'll see in a minute.
Okay, interesting.
And
Wednesday
hopefully Hedl's at the end of the week.
And Hedl by the end of the week.
And what
You
was
guys hear
behind
that?
the decision to flip the AHL guys?
Just the games, I think you told some games, and coming up to the Olympic break too. Get one guy's going to be up here with us, right? What'd you ask me? Who's going tonight? Yeah, Lex. Sorry. Yeah.
He's feeling better.
Yeah, he's feeling better. Yesterday he was still a little bit under, but way better than the day before. So.
All right, so that's Adam Foote there on the Canucks trade. So guys, we're gonna leave it at that. It looks like they haven't posted the Canucks one, Allvin full one, but we did get some clips of the Allvin one. So guys, thank you so much. My voice is absolutely shot. I need to go rest, guys. So I just want to say thank you so much for hanging out. Go check out the video that I made on Kiefer Sherwood trade if you guys haven't yet. And thank you guys for hanging out there in the live stream. It was a ton of fun. We had a lot of blast here, and I hope you guys have an awesome, awesome evening, man. It was a really good time. The Vancouver Canucks made a rebuild trade. So Really nice to see. We were live, by the way, for 1 hour and 30 minutes, easily the longest stream we have ever had. So I will not be doing a post-game show, by the way, tonight. We did this instead. So I hope you guys have an awesome day, man. Take care, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out, man. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Bye, guys.